There are literally tears in my eyes. I was not ready for Baby Leia.
Hi, I'm Jessa.
And I'm Alex. And this is Jessa and Alex Watch
Obi-Wan, episode 1. Part 1. It's not part 1 of the first episode. It's just that the first episode is called Part 1.
Part 1 of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Kenobi! For all the fans out there. Okay, so this show, I have seen the first 2 episodes because I was with my family over the Memorial Day weekend, and so we did all watch them together. I have to say, watching them with my wee nephew was very fun because he's in this stage where all of his emotion is in his body. So he's like, he can't sit still if he feels something, and he's like punching the air and like running up and down. But it's also really funny because any commentary that any of us would make, then like 2 minutes later he'd be like, yeah, that, and he'd repeat whatever we said, you know, just very cute, very
so
fun.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's
really
like the
fun.
Childhood joy of watching a child watch Star Wars.
Exactly.
And fall in love with something that you fell in love with as a child. It's very wholesome and sweet.
Yeah. So this takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, the third movie of the prequel trilogy, and also basically that long after Clone Wars, but like 6-ish years before Rebels, and around 9 years before Rogue One.
My brain can't handle it. Like, I'm sure this is a great story we had to tell, but it really does, when you put that timeline together, feel like they were like, is there anything we haven't touched yet?
That's 100% what they did, Alex. They were like, somebody pull out the timeline and see where there's a blank space. But this is going to be really interesting for you because I have to say the biggest influence that I've seen in the first 2 episodes is Star Wars Rebels, which you haven't watched yet.
I know.
So I'm gonna not prep you on things and let you watch them, and then we'll discuss questions.
Okay, great. That's a great idea. If it wasn't, sorry, I have a cough drop in my mouth. If you can't tell, I'm losing my voice. If you can't tell or didn't glean, I haven't watched the first 2 episodes before, so this is completely fresh for me. Yes. And as always, Jessa will be my Yoda through the Star Wars universe. So it was, and so it shall be again.
So it ever should be. Guys, you really missed out. Like a year before we started our channel, Alex had never seen a Star Wars. And I was like, wow, I'm going to force you to watch all of these. I mean, she was interested. I didn't chain her to my couch or anything. And it was so fun. And but some days I'm like, wow, we would have got a lot of views on the YouTube. A lot of
views on that. Guys, I was so invested. Jessa took a picture of me. I know we already did this with The Mandalorian, but if there are any new babies out there, there is this picture of me watching it, just going,
clutching her heart as she watched Darth Vader take off his helmet so that he could see his son with his own eyes.
So if you think that our reactions are like sensationalized or whatever, like over, like when we really care about something, we really do just react like that, because that was before we even had a channel. There were no film, no filming equipment. I was just enjoying watching the story of Star Wars for the first time.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what do you, based on the clues that I've given you,
I cannot do predictions.
What do you
stop you right there?
Did we watch a trailer for this show?
No.
Okay. So, do you know anything about this show?
No.
Okay. I do think I should give you some things because it's going to assume that you remember all of this. All right.
Because I don't. I tell you, I don't.
Padme died in childbirth because she had the SADS.
Yes, I did know that.
Yes. Her children are split. Leia goes to Alderaan with Bail Organa. Luke goes to Tatooine. Obi-Wan is like, I will also go to Tatooine and be a weird old hermit and watch this child grow up.
Right. Yeah. So I
10 years
this.
later, that's where we're picking Obi-Wan up, as he has been on Tatooine, being a weird old hermit, occasionally looking at the child.
So are we gonna see that child? Like, are they CGI'd in this baby? Like, what's happening?
Just Mark Hamill's head floating on a 10-year-old child, floating about 3 inches in front of his face. And then people will say, no, that's not CGI. That's a whole new actor. And I will say, they are lying to you. That is a creepy CGI face. Just spitballing here.
Check out our other videos if you don't know what that's a reference to. There's something, strangely familiar about that concept.
Stranger and stranger.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so your prediction is a creepy mini-me.
Yes, a creepy shrinky.
A shrinky dink. Okay, great. I think that's a fabulous prediction. The other thing, I think we've talked about this before, that there's a lot of resonance with is the game Jedi Fallen Order. Just from the first 2 episodes alone, there's a lot of Jedi Fallen Order, which I love. Oh my God, you guys, I can't wait for the sequel. Anyway. All right, sorry. I'm going to try to, if you haven't realized this about me, Star Wars is my primary fandom. Like, I am at heart a Star Wars girl. So give it to me, all of it. I love all of the Star Wars that's a lie. I really hated Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, why are you lying to the people?
That's a lie.
They didn't ask for you to lie.
All right. I like almost all of the Star Wars. I love a lot of bad Star Wars. I've had a lot of fun chatter on Twitter with fellow fans of the old extended universe, which, let me tell you, that went some places, it was just incredible sometimes. Anyway,
I love watching Star Wars with you because it like I get to see it through, honestly, it's like watching it through the eyes of a child.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, that being said, let's see what Ewan's been up to.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. He looks good.
Ewan McGregor looks great.
Yeah, I'm gonna blow your mind here. Ewan McGregor, a rather good-looking man.
An attractive specimen, if you will.
They're recapping Star Wars.
Oh,
I totally forgot they did this.
On Star Wars.
Correct.
I will take the child and watch over him.
All right, but here's the thing. Tell Baru not to join any inspirational women's groups, just as a general suggestion.
Look at the babies doing their practice.
What do we do now? We run.
Their little helmets.
I gotta say, the Order 66 stuff is done so well in Clone Wars. It's like the last season of that show. It's really good.
No, I've missed the Star Wars universe. I love all the creature design and the fun worlds.
The composer of this is the same composer of Loki.
Oh, interesting. I can see that. Okay. I love her. She's from Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw her talking in, I didn't watch Queen's Gambit. When I saw her talking in promos, I was like, I can't believe she's American. I'm just really not used to Star Wars believing in American actors as a concept.
Yeah, I mean, she's great. I loved her in Queen's Gambit.
You know who we are.
Inquisitors.
You know who you are.
The Jedi hunt themselves.
All right.
Do you know the key to hunting Jedi, friend?
His head's a lot shorter in this
Yeah.
than it is in Rebels. But you know, he's a real human
he's
being.
a human. So
Let's say ours is a wanderer. Maybe he's looking for people like him.
He is Keira Knightley Wickham, aka not Orlando Bloom.
Wickham. I've seen him look better, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
His compassion has been his undoing. You are reckless. You will forget this fixation with Kenobi, or I will relieve you of your duties. Is that clear?
Yes, Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah.
Consider him forgotten.
Hi, honey.
I tell you, don't ever eat sushi on Tatooine.
Yeah,
Because
not
their
gonna.
sanitation, they're just like, oh, work's over. Time to leave the meat slabs. Just out.
Please, I have a family.
One more word, I take it all.
My brother said, why do space rednecks always have to be the bad guys?
Something you want to say?
Only the English.
Exactly.
Well, the English. Well, if you're posh, you're a bad guy, and if you're a redneck, you're a bad guy.
Yes. So I think we've done great introductions from our two main characters so far. We see that Reva, not one for, third sister, not one for speeches.
Spoilers. Just kidding.
She's very
I don't
shitty.
know who that is.
Yeah, sorry. The Inquisitor woman.
No. I know. I heard him say
Yeah.
third sister because I was like, "Don't call me sister."
Yeah, they all have their titles are like brother and sister. So in Rebels, you have seventh sister, who's played by Sarah Michelle Gellar, and in Fallen Order, you have second sister.
Look at him feeding some of his meat to his baby.
I was thinking the world building stuff of Star Wars is the best part. Like, what is
100%.
weird and different? His little Uggs and his little teal sweatshirt.
It's a great color on him.
It is a great color on him. And also, it doesn't matter how dry that desert is. His hair stays conditioned.
Okay.
Look at the little
This little hot
camp
plate.
stove. It's very
There
like
are worse
Rey's
caves
introduction.
to live. Yeah. Oh,
Very
100.
true.
It's a lot like Rey's introduction. I was thinking that.
I've heard the Jedi are all but extinct.
They like to go out to the universe. He clearly does not stink.
Okay.
We're looking at him. He's well groomed.
And this is our reaction, being in love with him at all times. See?
What are you gonna do? Speaking of people not getting treated for PTSD,
Yeah. It's a lonely existence. Clever, guys. This is clever. I much appreciate this than the creepy shrinky.
the fact that in 9 years he will be Sir Alec Guinness is why it's important to wear sunscreen. That's mean to Sir Alec Guinness, who I think actually was very handsome in Star Wars, but you know.
It's like the difference between the like 15 years or whatever it took Jude Law to turn into Michael Gambon.
Right. Yeah.
You're making some kind of mistake.
I'm sorry, my name is Nari. There's no mistake.
Dude, how did you survive?
Literally.
They're hunting me. You have to help me.
Why don't you get a job ferrying supplies for a sketchy mining company?
Why don't you stop being a good person or whatever, and then maybe they wouldn't find you.
The fight is done. We lost.
What happened to you?
I don't know. A genocide?
The time of the Jedi is over.
The time of the orc has begun.
No, that's a different one of your fandoms, Jessa.
You're right.
Oh, pretty. Oh,
Those little shoes.
they're so cute.
Great. Thank you.
I didn't know we were getting Baby Leia. My heart. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
She insisted you would find it amusing, Your Highness.
She's either in the cellar, in the kitchen, or in the woods.
My heart. This little
Look at this tiny tot.
there are literally tears in my eyes. I was not ready for Baby Leia. This Wonder Woman opening for her right now.
Mm-hmm.
Leia Organa. You had to do this today?
Do what?
Down. No Lola for the rest of the day.
But she didn't do anything.
Shut her down.
She lost screen time.
Oh.
If you behaved as well as you climb, you'd be a senator already.
It's true. Little children that like climbing get themselves into trouble.
Yes, they do.
All I ever do is wave.
Then do more than wave.
Wave.
She's got that little Leia sass.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. I can't handle it. She's
You know,
so
I can
cute.
feel you doing
Yes.
that.
It's like living in a prison.
It's like living in a prison. Bless her.
No harm shall come to the child. So you can just take whatever you just saw there and run along.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not great, Ben. It's a very depressing life you're living there.
Yeah.
Well, I'm his uncle.
The time comes, he must be trained.
Like you trained his father.
Eee.
And I won't let you make the same mistake twice.
It's very sweet of Owen to be that protective of Luke when he really, his dad was briefly married to Anakin's mom long after Anakin left his mother.
Right.
It's really purely goodness of his heart.
This is the Outer Rim. You have no rights here. We're not under the Empire's...
Why would you? Yeah, I think
Girl,
that's...
you have no chill.
I like that one.
Okay.
If you remember anything, rewards will be given. Stand down,
Okay.
third sister.
You enjoy this a little too much, third sister.
Yeah,
Next time.
thing with the Inquisitors. We'll talk more about the Inquisitors after, but they're really basically evil cannon fodder,
Mm-hmm.
which she's not really good at that job. She has a little too many opinions.
What is it you think you will gain by capturing him?
When I'm old.
Thank you, Owen.
He didn't do it for you.
I didn't do it for you.
I love getting to see Alderaan. We only seen it in that one brief glimpse at the end of Revenge of the Sith. And then, when it gets blown up.
Yeah. You saw a lot of it then. In pieces.
Yeah. Kind of all of it at once, really.
Oh my gosh.
Probably scouring for pirates.
That's what I said.
Don't encourage her.
All right.
Little muffin. It's heartbreaking. Anything with her and her family and Alderaan, of course.
Well, right.
Hi, cousin.
Okay.
This whole thing is heartbreaking, right? Like even the Owen stuff, it's
Yeah.
just like devastating.
Yeah.
It's like watching Rogue One,
Yes.
none of this can end well.
After the disaster.
This is a really interesting story. I've always been curious about Leia's like growing up and stuff. This is like a good choice for them. We've also seen a lot of down on your luck characters in Star Wars, and we don't get to see a lot of rich, except for like obviously Padme.
Right.
You think you're droids?
It's good manners.
You don't need manners when you're talking to a lower life form.
Then I guess I don't need manners when I'm talking to you.
You know the difference between you and me, cousin?
I have class and you don't.
You're not even a real Organa.
I mean, I hope somebody was on Alderaan that day.
You want him to like you, so you repeat what he says, even though you don't really know what it means. You think being like him will make people frightened of you, but really, you're the one who's scared. You've never made one decision for yourself in your entire life, and you never will. I may not have seen much, cousin, but I can see that. He's rude to droids.
You have to rise above Leia.
I love her.
I know.
She
Look
is
at her little shoes. I can't handle them.
She is a little masterpiece, and I can't handle a single second of it.
You can really see how this child would grow up to be Carrie Fisher.
Correct. They did a really good job with her.
No, they did, because writing like a sassy kid can often be obnoxious, but I think they've really threaded the needle with her.
This is your future, Leia. In a few years, you'll be off to university, then junior senate.
A few years.
Yeah, because she became a senator when she was really young. Her mom was a queen at age 14, an elected official. So
that's true.
Not even a real Organa.
You are a child. You are an Organa in every way. One day this planet will look to you, Leia. Plus, imagine the look on your cousin's face when you get to boss him around for real.
little trouble.
Like, where did they get this little girl from? She's so talented for being so wee.
I know, she's so little.
Just waiting.
For what?
Is this her future time traveling husband? Are we gonna get to see Jedi Leia?
We already have.
No, I know, but I mean like as a child.
No, I mean we
doesn't...
did. When she read her cousin's mind.
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I didn't even pick up on that.
It's okay. I do love that these paid mercenaries struggled so hard
to catch that teeny bit, that little bit.
They were like, let's make it fun for ourselves.
Only you know how important she really is, Obi-Wan. If Leia is discovered...
I can't leave here, Bail.
Obi-Wan, you are her only hope.
She's as important as he is.
I'm not who I used to be.
Better put on that belt and buck up, Buttercup.
She'll be better off.
Obi.
They said, what if we did The Mandalorian, but it was about an actual baby, and that baby
100%.
was Leia.
100%.
And you know what? I ate it up. I had it the next night for dinner, and I requested it for dessert.
I will watch every grumpy old man must take care of tiny child show they want to throw at me.
Correct.
That was a problem with Book of Boba Fett. They didn't give him a baby.
No one is alone.
You should not have come.
I had to. It's my baby.
Exactly.
I can't.
Put aside the hobo. Become who you were born to be.
I'm not the man you remember.
Well, you're going to have to be. Move on. Be done with it. You couldn't save Anakin. But you can save her.
And what if I can't?
You will.
There is no one I trust more with my child than you.
All of these caring, beautiful, adoptive parents, guys.
I know.
And then they're all gonna die.
I know.
You get that iPad, girl.
Smart cookie.
Lola! My father will rescue me. He'll send a whole army.
No one's coming for you.
Well, that's not true.
So wrong.
Now I want a little Lola droid.
So cute.
This is a bad idea. Kidnapping kids?
Sorry, but the woman on the left just wandered out of Guardians of the Galaxy.
Correct.
He'll come. He won't be able to help it. The Jedi will hunt himself.
And I said all of those nice things about you being from Baltimore. I like the score a lot.
You're coming or not?
This bit though, sorry, I was drawing out the music. It's a new theme for the character of Obi-Wan that John Williams did write. I was really enjoying listening to it this time. I didn't catch it the first time I watched it because it has a lot of the Force theme in it, which was originally Obi-Wan's theme before it just started being used as the Force theme.
Yes.
That's the Obi-Wan theme.
Wow. That was 55 minutes?
48. Yeah.
That went by so quickly.
It did.
I want more. I'm so serious. No.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, wow. That was really good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been completely offline for this show, so I have no idea what the reception is, but that was like a really good first episode. It felt like watching a Star Wars movie. It felt like watching a good Star Wars movie, and oh, I'm sorry. The Star Wars fandom is really gonna demolish me if I don't get it together. I really liked it. I can't tell you how much joy Baby Leia has brought me.
I know.
It was so warm, and I can't wait for her to be a main character. That's so sweet.
Yes.
I can't stop smiling about it. I think it's so sweet. And like you said, Obi-Wan having to take care of Sassy Baby Leia is gonna just like, I'm just gonna get a little mini figure of her, and the two babies can hang out together.
Yeah, I know. I really like it. I didn't know that's what was going to happen, but I think it's really cool because it adds so much depth to her reaching out to him in the first movie, because then it's not just like dad randomly told me to go this old war buddy. It's like I have a relationship with dad's old war buddy, and like you said, you're my only hope. Somebody who she met in another desperate hour and trusted. So I think it's really cool to deepen that relationship.
For sure.
Okay, Inquisitors.
Yeah, let's talk lore.
Here's the thing. Yes. So Inquisitors first appeared in Star Wars Rebels. And what they are is some of them are actually like former Jedi trainees.
I was going to say, why can they use the Force? And they're searching for people they can use the Force.
Yes. So that's that. Basically, they can't be Sith, which is what the Emperor and Darth Vader are, because there's a whole rule of two thing. There can only be two of them, etc. So that's why I call them like evil cannon fodder, because basically Darth Vader starts this whole department of Force users who can be turned to evil, who have to go out and like hunt the rest of the Jedi, but like their whole job is to die. Like he and the Emperor are not going to set anybody up to take their place. The Grand Inquisitor used to be a temple guard, and second sister, who is in Fallen Order, we get a whole, it's a great story, that game, but we get all of her backstory about, she was also a Jedi apprentice. So I'm like, I'm just gonna say 100% sure that third sister was one of those small children
of course
at the beginning of the show.
Of course.
Yeah. So it adds, so that's really interesting. I think that part of her Obi-Wan thing is personal, but also I think she's angling to be Darth Vader's apprentice. I think she reminds me a lot of Anakin, which I think you see that more in the second episode, but you see it here too. She's very impulsive. Like she's clearly talented, but the let's stop and think if this is a good plan chip doesn't got it. Yeah. So like being really brash and impulsive, and like very, if Anakin had been raised by the dark side all along. I think I find her really interesting, and I'm real interested to see where her storyline goes. But that's my guess, is that she wants Kenobi maybe a little bit for personal revenge, like maybe she feels like he should have saved her as a child, but also I think she thinks he's a nice shiny prize that she can give to Vader and become Vader's apprentice, is what I think.
I mean, that's a very good guess. She's certainly angling for something.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
I hope we get to see the Inquisitors fly with their silly little lightsabers. That's something that happens in Rebels. Their circle lightsabers are double-bladed, and they sometimes use them as a little helicopter
propeller. Oh gosh, I do
amazing.
hope they do it. I really want to see them be very serious and grumpy, and then go wee.
Mary Poppinsing up out of the scene.
Just a spoonful of rage.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks guys so much for watching. Very excited to finish this show. Do us a favor and don't spoil anything that wasn't in the first episode below. And like, I know I mentioned Rebels and Fallen Order a lot, but like, be careful with your spoilers on that, because I do plan on bullying Alex into watching / playing.
It'll happen someday.
Well, not necessarily for the channel, but you know, I bully her outside of stuff for the channel too. All right, give this video a like, share your thoughts down below. If you're not subscribed to our channel, we would really appreciate a subscription. There is 2 seasons of The Mandalorian that you can watch on our channel, plus, you know, lots of other stuff you might find interesting. And turn the notification bell, blah, 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 all the stuff. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.